Okay, yeah. So everyone in, can I start the session, Prashant?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
You can maximize the screen here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Is it visible to everyone?
Yeah, it is visible.
Yes, madam.
Yeah. Okay. So good evening, all. So today we will discuss about the functional verification and assertion-based verification. This is the main purpose of our workshop, right? But initially, to enter into the entire functional verification, assertion-based verification, we need some basic concepts, right? So all this we will go through in today's session. It's like an intro of the things which we'll go through in our workshop further. So the content, I think you have already gone through about the different content which we are going to cover, right? That is detailed explanation on the importance of coverage. What are the different types of coverage we have? Basically, code coverage, functional coverage. We will go through the in-depth knowledge of both code coverage and functional coverage. In code coverage, we will see what are the different types of code coverage we have. And in functional coverage, also the same, what are the different types of functional coverage. And we will also see some practical examples also. And then we will go forward with the assertion-based verification, where we will start with
Your
the...
voice is not,
Sorry?
your voice is not getting now. Okay,
Okay.
just voice.
So we will go through the different types of assertions, what we have, basics of assertions, how exactly each assertion is written, and then different things we have in assertions, right? Sequences and how to club the different sequences, how to write the properties, what are the different types of assertions, for example, immediate assertions, concurrent assertions, all that. And at the industry level or the project level, what kind of assertions we write, and what are the questions that can shoot us in the concepts of coverage, assertions, all this we will go through. And if time permits, we also will go through some interview questions on for an ASIC verification engineer, what all the interview questions can come. All these things we will discuss. Okay, so we all know that how complex our designs are, right? Means we will be having 5 to 10K lines of code. We'll be having different complex of designs. So for all this, we need to have a proper plan how to verify the design, right? So there are some guidelines for any ASIC verification given engineer, like how to start with the verification, all that. So we will discuss even
Voice
those
not
steps
getting.
as well. So before getting into all this, let us see what are the roles and responsibilities of an ASIC verification engineer. Anyone can tell me like what are the roles and responsibilities of ASIC and verification engineer, if anyone know? Please unmute yourself and answer, like it will be good if the session is more interactive, right?
So basically to clean the regression, maybe the test cases for the different seeds which we'll run. It's important to give the coverage closure and regression closure, design review, and complete. We need to have a review with the architects and designer, and need to know if the design is in accordance with the architecture proposed. Then according to after that, to give the, I mean, the all when all the testing is done, and the TB as well as the design are in synchronization and properly working, and if we have the coverage closure, then we can go for the sign off. These are the general responsibilities. I
Okay.
I guess if anyone can add
Yeah, thank you, Ankesh. Thank you so much.
Yeah, just a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here are some design verification batch also there, like who Devika, Srinivas, and mm, okay, Devika and Srinivas. Okay.
Okay.
Up to now we have completed randomization concept, right? So these are the coverage concepts. After randomization and constraints, we are going to discuss the coverage analysis and the assertion based verification. Okay. So why we are using the coverage and what is the importance of coverage, everything we are going to discuss in this session. Okay. You will understand everything, even if it is not even if you are not able to understand the constraint and randomization also, no problem. These are fresh topics. Okay. Different topics compared to randomization and constraints. So try to listen carefully. Okay, try to understand. Even if you don't understand, we will discuss again in our sessions. Okay. So what is mean by coverage? Why do we use the coverage? That is a very important thing to develop the for the verification engineer. Okay. So DV batch also, please try to understand and get the note the points. Okay.
Okay, anyone else? Ankesh has explained the design verification roles and responsibilities very nicely. Anyone else who want to try? Like,
Yeah, hello.
yeah, go
I
ahead.
will. So I am Aditya. I actually work as a design verification engineer at TCS for the client AMD.
Oh, nice.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so like I am very new to this, so I'm not at very good with with functional coverage in the session. So that's why I joined this session. But I have a rough idea like what are the roles and responsibilities of
Yeah, fine.
verification
You
engineer.
can say whatever, that's good. That's
Yeah, so the first our task will be like creating a verification plan where we'll go through what are the registers or what kind of simulation we want to do, whether it's a register level simulation or gate level simulation, and what are the specification sheet
yeah.
that we get from a design perspective, and
Mm.
we have to figure out a plan using that. After that, based on the plan, we will be creating a test bench components for our design,
Yes.
whether it be generator or driver, monitor, and scoreboard.
Yeah.
Then uh, this is usually so generator will dive the stimulus to the DUT based on our verification plan. We will create a constraint randomization or a direct test that should be passed to DUT and get those results in the monitor and compare it with the scoreboard.
Correct. Correct. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
for getting more into the verification, we can do the assertion-based verification where it will test the functionality, whether our test bench is able to, like whether our DUT has the functionality passing or not. So if
Mhm.
we give the assertions, it will show immediately the failure of the functionality.
Yeah.
And for the functional verification, we create coverage bins. Coverage bins can show that all the functions are covered or not.
Yes. Yes.
And the code coverage is further to show like how efficient is our test bench written.
Yeah. Yeah. Correct. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Aditya. But going forward to so long, what is code coverage and functional coverage? I would say the basic roles and responsibility of an ASIC verification engineer. If you observe, I have written like writing test scenarios to verify the design, and I then just crossed it, right? That means like just writing the test scenarios is not only the job of an ASIC verification engineering, but also to writing the test scenario and creating the test scenario makes a lot of difference, right? Means creating the test scenario should be a very thoughtful manner. Means you have to understand each and every feature very closely, like what is this purpose of feature? First of all, why do we need this feature? Why are we writing this feature? Why, how will it affect the design? Means writing this kind of scenario will help us to test which aspects of the design. So all this we need to keep in our mind, and then we should start writing a scenario. So we have something like a verification plan in the industry where everyone use, like they will extract all the features of the um, design in a particular manner called verification plan. In verification plan, they will give the different features, and what is that purpose of the feature means the entire scenario, how you are going to generate the stimulus. For example, first you want to create some body for it, right? In that body, what are the different steps you will write? First, you will create the stimulus, then you will randomize it, like that you will be doing, right? So that, for example, you want to verify the FIFO, for suppose. If you want to verify the FIFO, first you need to create some test scenarios. Means, for example, you want to test the right scenario. So you have to check, like you will write in that particular feature is like right scenario. And for that right scenario, what are the different steps you will follow? For each and particular design, we will be having some steps, right? So all those things we will be trying to get from the verification plan. Okay. So, and then it is like in order to test any design, first you need to know what exactly design does, right? So in order to get that knowledge, we'll be having something like specification. So you will have to understand the specification thoroughly. You the more you spend your time in reading the specification will make your work more easier. Initially, you think that just go through, then we will think about it later. But that's not the case. The more time you spend to read the specification thoroughly, it will help you further. It will make your task easier. It will take less time later. So I always suggest anyone who is in ASIC want to become an ASIC verification engineer, be patient to understand the specification thoroughly. Once after you understand the specification, you will automatically create a thoughtful test plan, right? Based on your RS. RS means the requirement plan. So whatever requirements you have for the design, that will be provided by the designer, and the verification engineer will create the test plan based on the different specifications and the requirements. So that is what I have mentioned, like why do we need this feature? We have already heard from our one or two friends also, they have explained, right, what exactly we do. So in that depth, we doesn't need, but at least we should know exactly what we are trying to understand. In further on the flow, we can understand further more clearly. Then, yeah. So the different questions we have, these are the questions I have listed out. Right now, maybe everyone will not be able to know the answers for this, but at the end of this workshop, you will be having the answers for all these questions. So anyone can say, when do you say the verification of the design is done? In what metrics you will say that the verification of design is done?
As as per design specification, when you cover all the test cases as well as when you verify that functionality,
Yeah.
at that time we can say that the verification of design is done. But
Yeah.
in real time, it's not possible.
Yeah.
We can't say that confidently it's a verification is done.
Yes. Yes. Correct.
But as per specification, that the test cases is passed, okay. His coverage is passed, 100% coverage get it, okay, verification done. We can say that.
Yes, correct. Yeah. So, as Anil said, that is true. We can't say with one metric that the verification of the design is done. There are so many metrics, and end of these things, it's not practically possible that every design has been the design has been tested in all the aspects, right? So, at least it's not practically possible, but still we should be having some metrics to measure like whether the design verification is done or not. That is one of the main metrics is through coverage. One thing is the test cases should be passing. We will be doing the regression suit. Regression means all the test cases will be running in one suit where all the test cases will run parallelly, different number of count so that the randomization occurs and different seed values get exercised. Through that, we will capture our coverage, and we will also see that number of test cases failed or what. If we see observe any issues in the particular test cases, we again go and try to do the changes. Here the regression cleanup will have the main focus on, if you are trying to modify any change in one of the particular test cases, it should not affect the environment of the other test cases. So the main catch is to solve the regression failures is that your any change that you are doing should be very generic way, right? So that is one of the things which we have to keep in our mind where it comes to the regression. And then what is the other thing is, and the other metrics are using coverage. Code coverage means how much of your code has been exercised. Means, for example, you have 10 lines of code. In the 10 lines of code, how many lines are getting executed? Means it is going to that particular block or not. The proper test bench stimulus you have applied in order to cover that particular line or not. All this comes under code coverage. Even through code coverage, you can say that, okay, my verification is progress this much. Through functional coverage also, you can say that, okay, my uh, verification is progress this much. Basically, what I'm trying to explain you is the verification progress can be measured through different metrics, that is code coverage, functional coverage. So we can say our verification of design is done so far. So how good the progress has been done can be told by the progress of by seeing the analysis of code coverage and functional coverage. And assertion based coverage is also one of the aspects to verify the design. Okay. And then these are the things, as I already told, we will take up these questions like during a project. If you observe these are the logical questions people will ask you in interviews also, or any, if you are trying to learn some coverage part, assertion based verification, you should be having this kind of questions, right? Like if I have functional coverage, everyone is telling I need to do functional coverage, but what is the percentage we need to get? Okay, if we are getting functional coverage less and code coverage more, then what is the situation? Why are we getting that kind of situation? So all those things we need to have a look, right? So by the time you end up with the workshop, you will be having the answers of all these questions. When and where I get the different logical questions in my mind, I'll put all those things in slide. You better take a screenshot or something, and then you can ask me like these questions we didn't get an answer, like that. Okay. Then we will see the ideal verification environment stimulus. As introduction part only, we have heard from someone, right? I think Aditya or one who has explained the entire like architecture. As I said, as an SEC verification engineer, we will start with some test bench architecture, right? So in test bench architecture, what exactly we have? We will be having our test plan, which I have already mentioned, where you will have the different features and test cases which you are trying to exercise. So this test plan, in the through the test plan, you will know what kind of stimulus you will give. Through this sequences, you will give the different stimulus that will be applied to the simulator, and through checking assertions, design under test means the design, basically the design which you are trying to verify. So this is not an exact diagram, just I am just giving the overflow, like what all will be having in our test bench architecture. They'll be this is just an outer view diagram. In the internal diagram, we'll be having the generator, driver, monitor, scoreboard, the entire architecture. Further, I'll show you once like how the architecture, everything is there. Here we can see, if you see in the before diagram, we don't have anything related to coverage bins, right? Or either what I can say, assertion. We have only assertion. So about functional coverage, all these bins we haven't included in this diagram, right? So here I have included all that. It will be like from the test plan, it will go to the stimuli generator, and then here we are also, after the simulator level, we are covering the coverage information and then the coverage reports, and then this is how the entire flow will be there with us. Okay. So before this, I have a doubt, like can we get the coverage information if the test is failing? Can anyone answer that?
No, we can't get.
What
Functional
about
coverage we
others?
can't get for the failing test.
Okay. What about others? Can anyone guess? Can we get the coverage information if the test is failing?
Can you
Yeah, I
repeat?
believe like coverage information can be produced even though tests are failing, because as long as
It
the
shows
bins are
like it is
fixed, it
not
will
covered.
shows.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Other than Anil and Aditya, anyone else want to try? Vishali, you
I
can
think
try.
I can.
Yeah, Shiva, go ahead.
I think we can check the code coverage. Like we can check the what are the branches and everything, the code syntax is it covered or not,
Yeah,
other than functional coverage.
okay. Basically, my question is, can we capture the coverage or not? No, right? When the functional coverage is not done, it means the coverage, you can see like what are the bins are covered, all this, that is fine. But the coverage information is not captured because that functionality is not covered, right? Already it is showing that at the functional coverage level, it is not covered. That's why we cannot get the proper coverage analysis. That's why it is recommended to run a regression suit. Once everything is passing from the regression suit, then only we'll go for the coverage analysis. Okay. So this is also one of the important questions we should know about the coverage. That's why I have asked. Okay. So
I have a question.
What is
yeah.
So even if there are 100% test case passed,
Yes.
but it is not reflecting to the coverage, then what can we do for students? I'm asking. All test cases are passing. Okay, there are 100 of test cases in regression. All the test cases are passing. You have uploaded the coverage and extracted the coverage, but coverage is still showing 80%. Mostly functional coverage will be less. Okay, suppose if functional coverage is 40% means the toggle coverage will be 60%, 70% around, because the toggle coverage will have more number of bins and it will hit more compared to the functional coverage. Okay. So even test cases are passing from all the suits, from all the blocks, but coverage is not hitting. So what can we do that time?
I think basically the 40% coverage, or let us say any percent of coverage which we are getting, might be for the functionality that we have written. So
Mm.
once we get the VDB file, we just need to check that if, let us say, if you are covering any bit, you need to see if it is toggling, or you see the corresponding branch, if that branch is covered, or FSM is covered. So basically, we need to see where we are actually missing. We need to write a test case corresponding to that functionality, rerun the regression with multiple seats, and see if we are getting the coverage closure done. If not, maybe like if we let us say if you are into a very high percentage of coverage done and still not able to meet 100%, then maybe you need to write the directed test cases for that.
Okay. Okay, maybe that will
Hello,
be
madam.
one.
Hello, madam.
Oh, yeah, then.
This is Anil Kumar. Every 1 minute I face that problem like I didn't get anything from your voice. Is it my fault or anyone face this?
It is from your side only. We are hearing very clearly. It is very clear for us. Others,
Yeah,
are
I'm
you
able
facing
to
any
hear
problem?
Prashant's voice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Are
fine.
you for
Yeah, it's
others?
fine.
Is it fine? Okay. Okay.
Mm.
I think your side it is network problem, Anil.
Okay, I'll check.
Okay. You can rejoin once.
Yeah. I think we all have to
Okay.
rejoin the meeting, I guess. Or
Okay, I'll rejoin.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, one point to add,
Your
ma'am, over here.
scenario. Go on.
One point to add over here, ma'am, is regarding code coverage. We need to load the exclusions also. We need to get the exclusions from the designer, and even if you're not able to cover still about the required percentage, then again you'll have to write something and need to see if the coverage is getting hit, or the code coverage is getting hit or not.
Okay. Not only for code coverage, for functional coverage and toggle coverage also, there will be exclude. We can waive off.
yes, correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. Yeah.
Okay. Can you all please join for the next session again, because Zoom is 40 minutes limit. Okay. Can you all join for the next session quickly with the same link?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
What is this regression? So
I think who was the one who was asking the question? Shiva, right?
yeah, sure, Prasad.
Okay. We'll be having a tool where we can add over all the test cases at once, and we can launch a regression where we can put some count. For example, we have one test case, each test case we can put some 10 count. So 10 times with different random seeds, it will get a hit, means it will run the test case, and it will give us a entire report, like how many test cases are passing and how many test cases are failing. For example, any one of the test cases failing for one particular seed, you can fetch that seed number and run that particular test case in your local, and see the particular log and see where exactly the issue is. Either it is some issue with the randomization, or some issue with particular seed itself, it is giving an issue, or the other ways it is not catching the issue. Like that, you can again see the waveform and examine the waveform and try to come to a conclusion what is the exact issue. So that is the regression suit.
So we can come to the like how is it related to coverage, this regression
Because
suit?
if you want to see the coverage, so for example,
yeah.
there's a variable, for example, bus speed for I2C, for suppose, let us assume for I2C bus speed. So you have randomized that bus speed. It should be fast, or it should be slow, standard, or it should be fast plus. Okay. So if you want to randomize that, then if you through regression suit, if you see, you will be covering all the three possibilities. So your coverage number will increase now, because you will have written a coverage bin saying that you want to cover all the speed, standard speed, fast plus speed. If you don't run a regression only for that particular test case, if you see the coverage, only the standard bin will get hit. The other two bins will not get hit, right? So that is where the regression plays a major role. It will give us an analysis combined report and combined coverage. So that's where your coverage numbers will keep on increasing.
Okay.
Okay. You will understand more if you see how the coverage bins are written, all that, right? So this is at the very initial stage, introduction stage. So further, if you still you don't get it, you ask me, I'll let you know. But for now, this much of knowledge is enough.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Actually, Prashanti has asked some question, right?
Yeah, you can go on. It's completed.
Okay, done. Okay, so we have, is there anyone else who have any questions, or can I start? Okay. So in coverage, basically the coverage is for, as I already told, it is a percentage of verification, different objectives which we have, that how we will, how much we will track, that is through the coverage. So in coverage, we have basically two types of coverage. One is the code coverage and the other one is the functional coverage. Okay. When it is coming to the code coverage, the different lines in the design, for example, we have 50 lines of code in the code coverage, means like in a design. So the code coverage will give us the report like in 50 lines, how many lines are getting exercised, means how many lines are getting hit. So through that, we will understand, okay, this part of the code is not exercised. So I need to provide a stimulus in such a way that stimulus means like inputs. You will in an normal example, if I say, for example, full adder, it is of two inputs, for suppose. The two inputs means 00011011, right? For example, any one of the line it is not getting executed means that particular thing which we wouldn't have given a stimulus. That's why that code coverage is not getting executed. So then you have to go and check your stimulus. Are you providing a proper stimulus or not? Like this, the code coverage will work. So the code coverage will be automatically extracted by the simulator itself. So so through that enabling, if you enable that code coverage, you will be able to see the code coverage report. Based on the report, then again you can go back and do different changes in your test bench, and again you can come back and see the code coverage report. That's how you have to improve the code coverage entirely for the verification. Okay. And then we will see here I have taken a small snapshot to make you understand how it looks like in code coverage. See, if you see here, it is a green, right? Means this part of the code is got executed, and here it is not executed, and again here it is executed. Like this, you will get a report of the particular code coverage report of any of the design you provide. Okay. Here in code coverage also we have different types of coverage like block coverage, FSM coverage, toggle coverage, statement coverage. For example, block coverage means whether this begin and in this particular begin and block it has been executed or not. All this we'll go through further. But for today, I'm just giving you an intro how exactly it looks and all. Okay. So next, the functional coverage. As I already mentioned, the functional coverage is very important in the our design environment or any of the verification of the design. So basically, the functional coverage gives us, like as I already mentioned, right, a requirement. RS will be given from the designer, right? So whatever different requirements are there, different features are there, how well the all the features are executed or exercised or not, this report will be given by the functional coverage. In the name itself it says, right, functional means the different functionalities of the design are executed or not. So that report will be given by the functional coverage. Okay. So here in functional coverage, we will be writing different kind of bins and the cover groups and the cover points. So through that, we will fetch the functional coverage report. And I have already mentioned, like in functional coverage, if the test is failed, we cannot capture that functional coverage because the functionality itself is failing. It means that whether so we can't capture that functional coverage information. Okay. So here, if you see here, like this, it will show like how much coverage has been done. For example, any of the cover point is not getting hit, then the coverage will not be 100%. Sometimes there could be a chances that it could be 50%. Means any of the bin is going from 0 to 1. There are different kinds of bins as well. Means transition bin. Means we can write like from 0 to 1 it is happening or not, and from 1 to 0 it is happening or not. So any case where it is happening from toggling from 0 to 1 and it is not happening from 1 to 0, then it will split only 50%. Likewise, that also depends on the width of the variable. The width of the variable is only of 2 bit, means 1 down to 0. It has a possibility of 0 and 1. So in that, if only one case is hitting, it will give us the 50% coverage. Likewise, it will calculate and give the percentage. So that will be entirely taken care by the tool. So we need not think about that. But for information, for having a knowledge, I'm just telling you. Okay. So then it comes the assertions. Usually the assertions can be checked dynamically in the simulation also or the statistical. Do anyone know what are assertions? So I can hear from any one of you if it's possible. What are assertions? Why do we need assertions? Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
So, ma'am, assertions are
Scared me
basically
thinking that I was thinking I am not audible. Okay, go on.
yeah. Ma'am, assertions are basically, I mean, mm, true block of statements. Basically,
Yes, you are
uh,
audible.
yeah.
Yes.
So they will have like maybe in basically what happens is when you happen to write a big block of a code with some functionality,
Hmm.
and you can write it with a simple an assertion statement or which contains a property,
Hmm.
and that property will be equivalent to a big block of code which you can write in some block of language. So I mean in short language I can say basically that to cut a long story short, we can say that it's a true block of statements that if it is executed, then it is fine. Uh, else it fails. I just have this much of knowledge about it.
Yeah. So you're right, Ankesh. Thank you. So, for example, I will give a simple scenario. The assertions will be like, for example, here, if you see my screen, it's like after Ankesh, it is Supriya, right? So I will write a condition saying that after Ankesh, the Supriya name should come. That kind of scenario I will write. I will use some system functions and I will write such a scenario. So it will observe in the simulation, it will see wherever the scenario is like after Anke Supriya, where it will the assertion will pass, and wherever it is violating, the assertion will fail. So this is a very rich concept in the system Verilog, which it provides us to verify the design very thoroughly. Okay, there are some features like some low power feature. Most of the things there will be there where we specifically prefer assertions only to verify the design. So we will see further what are the different types of assertions we have, like immediate assertion, concurrent assertion. Why do we call immediate assertions? Because they will be evaluated at that particular clock edge only. And why do we have concurrent assertions? And if there are complex assertions, how do we combine the different sequences of the properties? All these things we will go through in this workshop. So today is basically the very basic class where we are trying to know what exactly we are trying to learn in this workshop in a little deeper way. Okay. So these, as I mentioned, we have different types of coverage, right? So I have just
Excuse
mentioned it, but today we will not go. Sorry.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry for interruption.
That's okay.
Can I assume this Assertion like a self-checking test bench?
Um, We can think so, because in the self-checking test bench is nothing but you are writing the, for example, the scoreboard logic which we have. We will be having a scoreboard. What will we do in the scoreboard? We'll be trying to compare the expected data and actual data, right? At the same thing, we will mention in the particular test case itself. We will be writing some kind of checker mechanism, right? Likewise, only this assertion also, but it has some different kind of things. Means we use sequences, properties, and this will be for the entire all the tests also. It will be applicable if we include these assertions in our top level. So like that, if the self-checking TB means only for that particular test, if you are trying to do, it will be applicable only for that particular test, right? But assertion, if you include that scenario in the top level, and wherever that kind of assertion, if you want to call in that particular test case, you can include it. Through that, you can verify it. So you can think it is a self-checking also, but we don't call it that way, but you can think, because the purpose is same, right?
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Yes. Yeah. So that's it for today's session. If you have any queries, you can let me know. So today I have just included a very basic intro. So from tomorrow we will see the different types of code coverage, and we will see some coding also from code coverage, and then we will go with the functional coverage. I will explain each and every, means from basic concept of functional coverage, because many of them doesn't know exactly what is functional coverage. So all those things also we'll cover, and what are the different types of bins. After code coverage and functional coverage is done, then we will go to assertions, and after the assertion is done, we will try to take up the different system Verilog UVM interview questions. And in between any of the questions on code coverage, on functional coverage, like how I have included here, right? These kind of questions will be there. Those things we will discuss. So this is the main agenda of this workshop. So anyone have any questions?
Ma'am, the question in this slide.
Yeah.
So these questions you'll answer in the subsequent classes,
Yeah, we
or
will. Actually,
are
I'll
these
make you
questions
answer
are
basically in the subsequent classes. If still anyone is not getting it, I'll help you out.
I get it, I get it. And then we will have any practical writing sessions of with this bins and
Yes, we
I
will
mean
do
like
it.
a
We
project
will do it.
we have,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. And will you share this PPT of today's class?
Yeah, as Prashanti mentioned, we will share the
Yeah,
entire material at the end of
we
the.
will share the PPT
Yeah.
material, and we will share the remaining reference materials also. Okay?
Yeah. And any
Okay, okay.
assignments
Yeah,
also
yeah,
we
fine.
will plan and
Yeah,
we will
we'll
share
share
it.
the assignments we'll share from tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah.
Day after.
Okay, okay.
Meanwhile, you can
Okay,
go
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Others, do you have any doubts? Devika, Omkar, Prajwal, and Tamil Arsan. Sudha,
As of now, no doubts, ma'am.
have you understood the topic?
No doubts, ma'am. Yeah, yes.
Devika, have you understood the topic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Devika, can you say what is code coverage? As you are new to this, right? So if I hear from you, it's good.
Let them see first. They will go through the session
Okay,
first.
okay, fine. Yeah. Okay, from when we come to the next session, make sure that you just have a glance of the concepts which we have gone through today, so that we will have a first 5 minute session, what we have already discussed, and then we'll go further. Okay. Let's make our session more interactive because that will give us everyone good experience, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, 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 yes.
Ma'am, 8 is the timing, right, for our everyday class?
Yeah, yeah.
8,
8
Up
to
to what?
8
Up
to
to
9,
8 to 9:30. Today is
okay.
the
9:30. Okay.
introduction session, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
we
Yeah.
have
Thank you.
closed quickly. So from
Okay. Okay.
tomorrow on,
Yeah.
two
Thank you.
sessions, mostly two sessions. If you have more doubts, we need to discuss, means we'll join for third session also. Two sessions means 40 plus 40. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Each
Cool, ma'am. Yeah.
session
Thank you.
duration 40 minutes. Okay.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. I joined the session late. Can I get the recording of today's session?
Yeah, I will share you the whole recorded session. Okay. So you can go through that. In that, some other more concepts also given. So that will be more clear for basic understanding. All these workshop sessions we will provide you at the end of the workshop. If you miss any session, we will provide immediately. Okay.
So, ma'am,
Is there any?
recordings will be sent on our email ID or on a WhatsApp group link will be there.
No, we'll share through email only.
Email ID. Okay.
Yes. We will
Thank you.
share you the link. You can access directly. You can send the access request so that you will get the sessions.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Others, is there any doubts? How is the session today? Any feedback from you?
Interactive. That's good interaction, ma'am.
Yeah,
Okay.
please provide any feedback, any one of you, so that we can, however, this is an introduction session. Next sessions we can plan that way.
Hi, madam.
Yeah.
This is Priya. I'm Shalu,
Okay.
sitting there. Yeah, madam. I request you. I want more practical examples to be.
Yes,
I mean,
Shalu, definitely.
yes.
See,
Uh,
so first 2 days
especially,
we will cover starting from scratch onwards. Anyway, 4 days
yeah.
is more enough for the coverage analysis. Okay, so first
Yes,
2 days
madam.
will be scratch only because there are some undergraduate students also here. So
Yeah, yes, madam.
by end of the workshop, definitely we will provide you the very advanced topics also with the examples. Okay.
Madam, one request, madam.
Yeah, sure.
Hello? Can I
Yeah.
can I tell?
Yeah,
Madam, my
please.
request to me, I see, madam, I'm really, I need to learn many things. So my request is, whatever topic concept you're explaining, I really want to know in the real time scenario more,
Yes, yes.
example wise. That is
What are you
really,
doing currently? Are you working?
yes, madam, I'm working.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm working.
we will discuss everything in the current scenario only. Okay,
Yes,
whatever
madam. Especially,
project we are
sorry,
doing.
madam, my humble request. Real time scenarios, it will be very good for us. And I hope, I mean, it will be like, it will be a very good thing for us to crack further interviews or to
Yes,
be in
yes.
a good idea to
For the
help us.
interview purpose only, we have launched the workshop. So
Yes,
mostly
yes,
we are
madam.
focusing on that. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean to say that examples should be like if we get in real time situations, like real time environment situations, it will be like it will be helpful for us in a guidance way. And the interview way also, it should be helpful for us how to crack and how to give an intelligent
Yes.
and smart answer in this.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
what my humble request, madam.
Yes. Yeah, sure. Even if you don't request also, we'll do the same thing. Okay.
Sorry, madam. Actually, I'm
Yeah.
so curious about this.
We
The way you
already
are
planned,
explaining.
right? We already planned the workshop. Even if you don't request also, we understand from student side also how they will crack the workshop, what are the main important things they need to learn. So what are the strategies they need to learn. So definitely we'll
Yeah.
work on it. Okay.
Thank you so much, madam. The way you explained me, the way everything went on is very good, and really, I'm really happy to go for further classes. That's the reason I mean, I'm keeping a word of my request from my end. Don't
Yeah,
mind,
sure.
madam.
No,
Okay,
no.
no problem. Okay. Okay, then
So, ma'am, we
everyone.
will have a session every day, 1 hour session.
Yeah, mostly actually at the registration time we'll told day by day, right? Alternate days, but mostly we'll schedule the regular sessions only. Maybe for 2 or 3 days we'll take 1 day gap. Okay, after 2 or 3 days for
So we have session
practice
tomorrow.
for assignment
Yeah,
practice.
if we plan any assignments, no, based on that we will see. If you are not taking a session, we will see that you will be occupied with some assignments. That way we will plan. Mostly, as Prashanti told, we'll do it every day. If it is not
Because even
feasible
if
at any
we
time,
because even if you schedule every day also, you are not getting the time to practice the assignment. Okay. So assignment practice also very important. So according to that, we will plan mostly every day only. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, all. Thank you.
Ma'am, one last
Thank you,
question.
ma'am.
Sorry to interrupt. Sorry to interrupt.
yeah,
What is the duration of this course?
10
10
days.
days.
10 days, now. Okay. And these workshops, I mean, sorry, the assignments will be are needed to be implemented on paper or on a tool.
We will share through WhatsApp. Okay, so mostly programming only. You need to
Okay.
submit through Excel sheet. Okay, you can practice the program and you can paste the program in the Zoom in the EDA link. Okay, that link you can
Okay.
submit in the Excel sheet. Okay,
I got it. I got it. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
okay, okay. Then thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
We'll meet tomorrow.